Hello everybody. This is Little Me. I'm back with another video. So in this video I'm going to be talking about a ritual that I did today that I thought was important, and I'll explain what it is. So one of the things that I couldn't do when my mother was alive was do outdoor rituals. This was the connection with the earth. I couldn't do it because if I went to the park, I would have to tell my mother where I was at. I do let my brother know where I'm going because he worries about me because we lost our mother and stuff. So what I actually did was I did a ritual outside in the backyard after my neighbor left. And what I did was, I burned some incense, which was very hard to do because it was pretty windy out. But I had my LED candle, and I basically did the ritual, and it was a lot of fun to do. I enjoyed it, and basically what the ritual was to establish my connection with the earth, and as a druid or as a druidess, and to get some of that, to feel some of that energy coming from the earth. And it was a pretty nice day out today. And by the way, I wish everybody a happy full moon. I actually took my shoes off and my socks off, and I did something called grounding, which is not grounding in like a Wiccan sense, but like grounding, meaning that I basically walk on the land, on the earth, in my bare feet. Now I did have to watch out that there wasn't anything sharp. Thankfully, the grass has not started to grow to where that stuff would be hidden. It's a pretty low cut lawn. So I enjoyed the experience of taking my socks and shoes off and grounding, or they call earthing. And I really had a great time. I poured out my offerings to the spirits. I poured out an offering to my ancestors, and then I sat there in the grass and I meditated for a while. One of the things that I have a great abundance of is brick. I do. I have no idea where the bricks come from, but they're there. And what I actually did was I actually constructed myself a little altar with the bricks. I grabbed about 8 of them, and 8 of them. And I put my incense, I put my cauldron, and I put my little figurine that I use for rituals that I want to do outside, and I basically used that as my altar. And then when I was done with it, I actually returned them back to where they were at. I had to wait until my cauldron cooled down. So what I ended up doing was, I ended up taking my cauldron up the back steps, and I actually left my cauldron on the deck to cool down. But to ensure that it didn't set my deck on fire, I actually brought one brick up, and I went and I left it on there, and nothing happened. So I was very fortunate for that. But it was an extremely moving ritual, something that I had been wanting to do for a very long time. And so now that I have done that, I feel like that I have finally accomplished something I've been wanting to do for a long time. So you can do little bitty rituals that are designed to either establish a connection to the earth, or to reaffirm it, or to continue that link. What I'm going to do this summer I had wanted to do it last summer, but I was unable to. On my days off, I'm actually going to go to one of the big parks. And I'm actually going to scope the park out beforehand. So on one of my days off, especially after Beltane, I'm actually going to go out to the park and I'm going to see if there is a stream or something like that. And I'm going to go there and I'm going to do a lot of leaving offerings to my ancestors, to do a lot of Druidic type rituals, or at least rituals that I think the ancient Druids did. So that's what I will be doing. I'll be doing that, every time that I have have a day off, is to go out in nature, to connect with nature, and to be pagan. So, yeah, so that is about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until then, may you be blessed.